Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the post-match show on Rangers Radio. Two great displays at Ibrox this afternoon. I've got to congratulate the club and, of course, the Rangers support, completely unsurpassed. What a beautiful tribute. 100 years ago, the guns fell silent, but the Rangers' guns went into full bombardment today. Rangers 7, Motherwell 1. Absolutely fantastic. It's revenge against that scummy wee dirty club after that last performance they put out against us and scored with the last kick of the ball. So get it right up you if you're a Motherwell fan. But that's just my personal comment. It doesn't necessarily reflect views of Rangers Radio. But I've been joined tonight by my old pal, Blue Shadow. Evening, Shadow.
Evening to my man. How did you find that this afternoon? Fantastic result, wasn't it?
Aye, great, mate. You're thinking coming back for Russian European escapade in a particular that hard game. You know, a few changes certainly, but fantastic. You know, completely surpassed any expectations that I had with it, mate. Would you not agree? You know, coming off a European game.
Oh, I was a wee bit concerned after the European, but with our defence and whatnot. But you know, we conceded one, which is obviously Alan McGregor's going to be a wee bit disappointed about that, because we know every goalkeeper loves a clean sheet, but to put 7 in at the other end, absolutely fantastic for me, and that brings us in within 2 points at the top of the table, with a game in hand over, at least one game in hand, if not 2 over Hearts. So that's going to be fantastic.
Aye. You happy with where we're at the minute then, mate?
Yeah, I mean, on today's performance, that's fantastic. You know, that's brilliant today. You know, was it young Middleton got another start today? That moves us forward as far as I'm concerned. Grezda came on, got a brace. That gives us another move forward. So, you know, I think we took a couple of steps forward today in terms of the squad. Took another, you know, only 2 points off the top of the table coming into mid-November. We'd have taken that given this at the start of the season, wouldn't we?
Oh, definitely, without a doubt, mate. But you can call in 0141 356 1972, or if you Skype Rangers Radio online, send a friend's request. Our old school Blue will bring you into the call. We'd appreciate calls. There's only both of us on the panel, and after a result like that today, come on, get on here and show us your joy. Or show us something. But aye, absolutely fantastic, mate. And I thought today, you know, you mentioned the man Eros Grezda. I thought today was welcome to Rangers. You know, a good display for the boy, and 2 goals into the bargain. He looked absolutely delighted. He took them as well. You know, fantastic. But do you think he's now established himself as a Ranger, mate?
I don't think he's established himself as a Ranger, but I think now that should hopefully give him a load of confidence. And for somebody that's been pretty much out of the game for 5 months, that's really important. If that's moved his confidence level up, we might see even more from him in the coming weeks, which look forward to. On the other hand, perhaps a shame for wee Serge Atakaido getting on and when we were so far ahead, no getting on and getting 20 minutes or something, just to break him into his Rangers career, because there's another young man who's been showing stacks of potential. And I'd love to see another one moving forward, and making strides towards first team for me.
I couldn't argue much with that, but I need to mention that as well, guys. You know, you're talking about Morelos. What we're talking about, you know, as I was watching the game, how obvious was it that he was being targeted? And then the young boy Atakaya comes on. Within 5 minutes, he's crunched, and they need to take the boy off, and that brought the teams back to 10 men each, you know, but absolutely shocking. You know, their display and everything else, and manager sent to the stand. I just thought it was completely horrible. I'm struggling for the words to describe how angry and low I feel about them. Absolutely shocking tactics, but the referees need to get to grips with it. The guy who tackled him, his name escapes me for a minute, in the first place, got a yellow card. He immediately done the same thing. He should have been red carded then. good thing, wasn't he? Because immediately after that, he gave away a penalty and then get sent off. But the tactics, honest to God, absolutely appalling. It put you off the game, Shadow.
Well, I mean, we've had this happen to us before, wasn't it? In fact, a player who played very well against us recently, young Chris Burke, he's a very talented young winger, and he was effectively kicked out of Scottish football because he was injured that often through getting a hammering of just thugs, for want of a more, perhaps the politest way I could come with it. That he eventually ended up going down south and managed to get his game back together, and he's come north playing for somebody else who's not getting the same level of treatment he got from the Rangers. So, while he was playing for us, for the Rangers. So, as I say, until Scottish football gets a hold of this and directs referees not to tolerate this sort of players play from opposing teams, we're going to continue to suffer from this. And what worries me more is we rely a lot on the loan market, and I think we'll continue to with the lack of investment in Scottish football. And will we get the players now? That's a little bit concerning. I know we had a fantastic day, lads, but just that just a little something that does make me think twice about where we're going to move forward in Scottish football if this is going to keep happening.
Aye, well, it was so blatant today, it really was. And late tackling, leaving the legs and everything else, And Cushy said in the lobby, he hates Motherwell more than the sheep, and, there's not much to choose between them. I go back to the playoffs, the 6-2, and the way they behaved then, their scummy support, and that Irwin having a go at Balliol Mojney, and it's just continued for there. They were put well and truly in their place today. They couldn't get off the park quick enough. Absolutely appalling. Crap wee club, and so get it right up, easy, as I said earlier. But anyway, the first goal, Scott Arfield, absolutely brilliant cross for James Tavernier. Thought he'd a great game today, and you all know I've not been the biggest fan of Tavernier, but the cross today and the way Scott Arfield took it, I thought it was a cracking goal. What interested me most about the game today was I felt that, we've been talking about 10 men behind the ball and all this, how do we break it down and all the rest of it. I thought it was evident today, the midfielders were getting back through, they were backing up Morelos and eventually Lafferty, but they were all getting on and getting into the box, mate, and that's what we've been talking about,
Oh, we've been shouting about that for ages, haven't we, mate? We've got to get some... Midfield has to get support to the front players, and also, as you say, if you don't get players in the box, you're not going to score because it's just too easy for defenders. And if they get a ball into the box and say it's just wee Morelos in there, then there's 3, 4, 5 of them against one, and it's, you're just not going to get many goals that way. But if you've got 2 or 3 bodies in the box, in particular, if you're getting players across the first defender, that's what. And for me, that's when you score goals. And I can't even remember how much the top scorer for Rangers of all time, Ali McCoist, got getting across that first defender. And wee Fred has certainly got the strength to do it as well. So I'd want to see more of that from the wee man for me.
Well, that was the thing. If you look at the score sheet, there was, Morelos gets his goal. Tav gets a penalty, and the other 6 come for outfield players, and Big Lafferty didn't even get a sniff. You'd expect 7 goals, you'd expect him to be in the score sheet. But you 2 for Arfield, 2 for Gresta, 1 for Glenn Middleton, absolutely brilliant. So I was delighted with that. The goals came from everywhere all over the park, mate, and that's what we need.
Oh, absolutely, especially when we're playing the system that we're playing. You can't rely on your centre forward to get you all of your goals. And that's what we've been relying on a lot, particularly of recent times, and we've not been getting men into the box, which is why the goals have dried up more than anything else. It's not, as many people say, football's not a difficult game, but it's a difficult game to play well.
Aye, fair point, mate. And their behaviour when Tav get the penalty as well was absolutely appalling. They were up to all sorts of tactics. They actually took the penalty twice and scored twice. Their manager was also sent to the stand in the huff, and I don't know why he was protesting, because some guy should have been off for the tackle previous to the one he gave away at the penalty, or the handball he gave away for the penalty. But Tav was forced to take the penalty twice, which under pressure, good stuff, But going back to, I'll talk about their goal if you like, and Big Katic. Their ball come in, nothing game. Big Cattage was on the man, managed to get round him, put the ball in, and that guy Main, just a tap in basically. But Andy Halliday was there alongside him as well. And I don't know what happened to Katic at half time, whether he was injured or whether he got hooked, I don't know. But I wouldn't like to think he'd get hooked. I think he's a guy who's lacking in confidence at the minute, mate.
I think that's it. I mean, he's taken a wee bit of time to come back from his injury, and on top of which he's not been able to get into the team when that Worrell's been playing, and it's got to affect the lad's confidence, you know. And I think that is an issue perhaps for a lot of these loan players, where our own players are not getting into the team, because I'm beginning to wonder if there is, you know, terms in the contract they've got to play certain players a certain amount, and so our own lads are not getting in, which is doing them no good at all. And these loan players will be going back. Majority of them will be going back in the summer. So we've got to get our own players on the pitch. I mean, young Ross McCrory, he was on the bench again today, but we've not seen a lot of him of recent times, have we?
No, we have not, mate. Stephen Gerrard mentioned earlier he was going to manage him carefully. Too. Hello? Hello? Sorry, did we get a caller there? No, I was saying anyway, Katic come off at half time, Gareth McCauley come on. I think we could have a real find there. Strolled through the game, didn't have much to say. He could have had a wee lie down in the back at the penalty spot for the lack of action he was seeing, so he was. But a great display for Gareth McCauley, mate.
Well, I say I was calling for him last week to come on and put a wee bit of experience back into the. And you know, just his organisational skills for the defence for me. So it's great to see that. Great to see him coming on at half time, and you know, that's something which we want to see. And because just in case players can have a loss of form, or they can have injuries or anything else, and if Gareth McCauley's not played for 12 months for, you know, in league football, then he's not going to be any use just coming in cold. So we've got to get them on when we've got the players on, when we've got the opportunity, and give them a bit of game time.
Aye, without a doubt, mate. But we've been joining our first caller. Evening, caller.
Hi, good morning to snowy Denver. How are you doing, guys?
Oh, Denver, how you doing, mate?
Doing all right, mate. Just walked the dog here, snowing like can be here, so we're good to go, though. Man City have just scored the second goal against Man U, so we're sitting back in the warm for Denver. So.
Oh, good man. Did you catch a game?
I did. Just good professional performance there. Disappointed to lose the goal, but you know, when Big Katic gets turned with Bowman there, there's nothing he can do, because if he touches him, he's going down in the box or a penalty. Disappointed they never caught up the guy who scored there enough. But what a performance! A great performance, professional goals for all over the park. Good stuff, man. Good stuff.
I thought it was like men against boys at times, mate, eh?
Oh, aye, there's no doubt about it. You know, Motherwell, they're just a shower of shite. That's the bottom line. You know, they've got no football skill at all. And, you know, the amount of times that they leave a leg, and that young boy Atakai, I mean, for that linesman not to give that for a foul was shocking. Absolutely shocking.
Aye, I felt sorry for the boy, mate, making his debut in the first team, getting on there, and that's what happens to him, you know. But he left him for dead. I don't think he had any option but to do the boy, you know. But absolutely, look, we've come to expect that for them anyway, you know. As you say, they're a horrible, horrible team. Their tactics were dreadful, you know. And I was saying before you come on, mate, they were targeting Morelos, obviously, you know. It was so blatant, and on Clown rubbing him in the head and all the rest of it. I don't know if you've seen that, mate, but I was glad actually you took Alfredo off.
You know, we're getting a bit smarter now, right enough. You know, the only disappointment I've got was when Morelos got fouled, and then Tav came and picked him up and got him to get up. We should have let him get down there. And you know, that's what we need to do. We need to highlight the treatment he's getting, because the treatment that he's shower dishing out to him are unbelievable, man. You know, But the boy's learning. He's learning big time, you know.
Who was your man of the match today, mate?
You know, I've got to toss up between Arfield and Middleton. Although young Grezda, I thought played an outstanding game as well. You know, but you know, I'm struggling. You know, and Bagajaria, he ran the show right through the midfield, man. He was always looking for goals as well. You know, so it's a hard one. That, you know, when you score 7 goals, hard to pick out a man of the match. You know.
I couldn't disagree with you, mate. You know, I thought Ajaria was, you know, much along the same lines as yourself. Some of his turns and his twisting and his touching, he can find a pass as well, you know. Eros Grezda, I was saying to Blue Shadow before he come on, mate, you know, I think that's him kind of established himself now, and I think he'll only get better as he gets fitter, mate, eh?
I said to my boy, you know, the first goal was a great welcome to Rangers, but that second goal, that's him established now. That's him. He knows where the goal is. He knows what he can do. You know, and he's welcomed by the fans now, and that's a great thing. You know, Jamie Murphy. I don't know what game you saw on the telly, but Jamie Murphy was commentating with RTV, Rangers TV, and you know, he said the same thing. Once you get that first goal for the Rangers, that's you established. You know.
Aye, brilliant, mate. What was your goal of the match?
Oh man, I think the Middleton goal. I thought the way he slotted that away was fantastic. Although you know the first one with Arfield as well, but he was fortunate when the big defender had a slip. So I'm going to give it to Middleton. Middleton for me was sweet as a nut, you know.
Aye. Especially in his weaker foot, mate. But I thought that, you know, Tav's pass into Arfield, I thought was fantastic. You know, dropped right at his feet. One wee touch, just steadied himself and stroked it into the corner. Absolutely brilliant goal. There were 2 good goals for me, you know. In fact, I don't think we had a bad one. I was saying to Shadow as well, you know, about their behaviour during the penalty, you know, and Tav having to take it twice. Absolutely shocking, mate. They got away with that.
I don't know. You know, that's just what you expect for him. You know, just a shower of shite. That's it, the bottom line, you know. And for that manager to complain about anything, it'll be interesting to hear his comment after the game. You know, I've not seen anything yet, but there's just all that's wrong with Scottish football. Everything that's wrong there.
Aye, I was thinking that myself when I was watching it. I'm saying I'd like to hear what he's got to say about that and why he was sent to the stand. Why he even had the cheek to protest that he'd get sent off, I don't know. But, you know, Denver saying that, Shadow, you know, that's their tactics, eh?
Yeah, but I mean, that's the whole thing, mate. Their manager's got every right to protest because every other team in the league's got away with it. They've got, you know, their players have got away with kicking lumps out of us, and the referees have done absolutely nothing about us to give our players any protection. And he's had a man said, that's no on, is that? You know, no, that's not how the Scottish referees set up or as every other club understands it. I hope that our board gets right in about this, just like they did with this. Candia send it off and go, look, there's a young lad, come on, made his debut, and he got crunched and put us down to 10 men. When are you going to do something about it? I'm sorry to say, but just getting tired of it now. Every other team is getting away with it, and they're not getting players sent off. I want to see referees get a bit more strength in Scotland, find some balls to send some players off. If they go down to 7 men or even down to 6 men and they lose the game 3-0, I don't care. You know, but we've got to get some protection for our skilled players. It's ridiculous.
Aye, do you agree with that, Denver?
Aye, no doubt about it, Blue Shadow. Aye, you're right enough there, but I don't see it happening. I don't. The only team that seem to get the protection is the Terriers. You know, it's open gay on to kick a Rangers players all the time. You know, but. What I don't get with the sending off, I thought there was that double jeopardy thing. They can't give a penalty and send you off as well. I don't get that at all. I don't understand that. One time you don't get a booking, next time you get a booking. I don't get it.
It's supposed to be if it's you prevent a goal scoring opportunity or something. I'm the same as yourself, mate. I'm confused about it. See if a referee gives it, I'm happy with that. Simple as that. But I think Robinson, Motherwell manager, complaining about it. Him that gets sent off should actually been sent off for a tackle before that. He'd already been booked for a tackle in Morelos. Morelos gets the ball, runs in, immediately commits exactly the same foul again, and the referee craps out it. he should have been sent off there. It's the same booking, so that would mean 2 yellow cards. He lets it go. Then we get the shot at goal. His horn comes out, penalty kick, and that was it. Unbelievable. We've been joined by Bridgeman. Evening, Bridge. How you doing?
Oh, good evening, guys. How's it going?
All right. You home yet?
No, I'm still in Tenerife. I just came back for the Ibrox bar.
Right.
It was like being at Ibrox today. What a fantastic game that was! Brilliant for us.
What was your thoughts on it, mate?
Well, I think we gave a goal away. Just too easy, you know. Other than that, I thought we were a far superior team, far more skills than they, and they showed what they're like. Some of them are really poor, real rough people, you know, if you follow what I mean. I think that McGregor saved us twice, and other than that, I don't think they actually really threatened because they were down to 10 men, and I think it was a definite penalty, and it was a handball, a definite handball, and it was a yellow card. So 2 yellow cards and he's off. I was very happy. And of course that changed the game. Make no mistake, that changed the game in our favour. But my God, we really put a show on. 7 goals. Tremendous, just tremendous. What did you think yourselves?
Well, much the same. I'm listening to you guys speaking there and I'm thinking along the lines, we're talking about, we've just won 7-1 and we're talking more about their disgusting tactics and the Rangers' performance. So I think that kind of backs up, how we feel about Motherwell and the way they approach the game, Bridgeman, eh?
Shocking. They're a dreadful team. By the way, they scored a lovely goal. We allowed them to basically walk through us and put a ball across, and that boy put the ball away. And well done to him, truth be told. But my God, they took out Morelos twice. 3 times, in fact, they took Morelos out. And then the third time they had to take him off, didn't they?
Well,
sorry?
We were saying that as well. It was so obvious they were targeting Alfredo.
Oh, shocking, just shocking. And then the young boy that came on, the young boy Atakai, he's only on the boat on there 2 minutes or 3 minutes on the pitch, and they whacked him. By the way, there's not even a booking. Not even a booking. They just took him out of the game altogether. Sorry?
Never even gave a foul, Bridge.
Well, there you go. I thought we did get a foul for it, but obviously not. You must be right. I was in the pub there, and the place was just mayhem and madness, and I couldn't see everything that was going on. But I thought he definitely took him out, and I don't know whether it was just a goal kick, was it?
They gave a throw in.
They gave a throw in. Shocking, just shocking. So I'm over the moon. Can I just say to you, I'm over the moon. That has made my holiday. I've got 3 days left. That was fabulous.
Aye, fabulous. That the drink and the sex and the beach.
Aye, of course. But in the special, in that order.
Aye, definitely.
Roger, I take it it's no snowing in Tenerife.
No, absolutely not. It's not snowing in Tenerife. It's boiling.
It's not here in Denver, so I was wondering if you were getting the same weather as we are.
No chance of that.
Well, Denver's up to his Oaks in snow. Who was your man of the match, Bridge?
Oh, Jings, there was 2 or 3 I thought were very good today. I was very, very happy with Ageria. I thought Ageria just distributed the ball very well. I thought that Arfield came onto a game. There was quite a few. There wasn't. To me, there wasn't a real standout. I thought the young boy Middleton had a tremendous game for us. Very difficult to choose someone, but I think I would go with Ageria today. But Morelos brought a lot of people into the game, and he took a lot of stick for it, But I think Ageria was excellent. So he was. The defence actually fared a bit better than they had done in the past. But for me, Ageria, what do you think yourselves?
Well, we were split. Denver was saying Ageria, Grejstad or Arfield, and...
Yeah. Well, actually, I'd forgot. When you said that, I forgot about Grejstad. I thought Grejstad had a great game. 2 smashing goals as well. Wow, what a welcome. Somebody's going to have to teach him that when he's doing it at Broomlawn Road, he doesn't turn away and cheer. He runs right into the fans. Get into the fans and cheer,
A bit of scarfing.
Absolutely, yeah.
Aye, I was asking Denver earlier and I was asking Blue Shadow, do you think he's established himself now?
Well, that's gone a long way, hasn't it? His skill was good to see. He drove into the box quite a few times. Now look, let's not take anything away from them. They really look good, but again, as I say, they were playing against 10 men, and a totally dishevelled 10 men as well. Now, I never saw any after-match interviews. I noticed that their captain gets sent off and then their manager gets sent to the stand. Is that right?
Yep.
So was there an interview with any of the managers after the game?
Never seen any Bridget come straight in here, mate, to get on and see if we'd a show on or that. You know, I never see. I don't know about you, Denver. Do you see any interviews or anything?
No, I'm just going to put up YouTube and on the telly and see if there's any up on it. But no, I've not seen anything at all. So, no, nothing up. Oh, yeah, there's the reaction. Stevie Gerrard's got the reaction to 7-1. That's what's up at the moment. So I'm going to watch that after I finish talking to you guys, you know.
Right,
by the way,
if you want, Old School Blues got the reaction. We're only going to 6 o'clock tonight, guys, so if we can go and mute, Old School will line that up and play it for us,
Go for it.
Stephen, I think ruthless and relentless are words we've used all season, and it was certainly that today from your team.
Yes, that's the pleasing thing about today's performance. You know, we were 3-1 up at half time, and deservedly so. But I never want my players to think about the scoreline. I always want them to push and keep going. And really, if we get the chance to put teams to the sword, that's what football's about. And because they leave here with I think in the back of the head, they always have a memory of the last time they play at Ibrox, and they're the memories we want people to go home with.
So many positives from your side today. Firstly, Eros Grezda getting off the mark with 2 goals and a really good performance. Yeah,
it was a really, really strong team performance, but I've been waiting for this moment, and Eros has been waiting for this moment, and the fans have as well, and I think today it's arrived. I think you could see today with his couple of goals, and he had some moments as well, and you know, he can get better, he can improve, and there's more to come, and it will come. He's had a really bad injury over the summer. He's only really coming out of pre-season just now for him. So I'm really excited and confident that there's more to come from him. But you know, when he gets opportunities, it's important he pushes, because when everyone's fit, we have got strength in them areas.
On the other side, Glenn Middleton, I think we've spoken a lot about his delivery from open play, but his set piece delivery today and on Thursday was superb. Yeah, well, to be fair to Glenn, he works hard. You know, when people are going in from the training ground, he wants to stay out. I'm having to drag him in every single day. He's working on free kicks, direct, he's working on his crossing, and that's the way he's got to be. He's got to be obsessed with improving. I'm very pleased with Glenn. He's had a big week. I think it's very important now that Scotland look after him. He's got 3 games in 10 days, which I'm very concerned about. I hope they show him the same care and attention that the people do at Ibrox. And from midfield, Scott Arfield, a great week for him and the birth of his daughter, of course, and then the 2 goals today. Yeah, superb. I was wanting a hat-trick for him, but you know, 2 goals will do for his new little girl and his partner. I know they're a happy family. They've got a couple of weeks now to enjoy it. Very pleased for them, but he was excellent again today. And just in general terms, the standard of football must have really pleased you today. I want to play on the front foot. I want to play aggressive football, certainly here at home. I'm sure the fans enjoyed a lot of the football we played today. We got involved a little bit in the first half in a game we shouldn't have got involved in. It became a little bit scrappy and a little bit of a fight, and we played a little bit too emotionally in the first half. But when we played with calmness and we played at a tempo with incisive passing, it was only a matter of time before we opened them up. But I asked them to be ruthless at half time, and they've delivered. I guess the one negative today is the injury to Serge Attikai. I was so pleased to see him make his debut, but had to come off there. Yeah, we had the luxury today to give Serge his debut, and you know, I'm very keen on a pathway for young players. You know, if they're right and if they deserve it and if they work hard for it, you know, and today was an opportunity to give Serge some minutes, but unfortunately he took a whack on his ankle, and he'll be injured for hopefully a short time. But I'm disappointed for the kid because it was an opportunity for him. And where does this leave you now ahead of the international break? What's the schedule for the players? Well, we've put ourselves right back where we want, which is in the mix towards the top of the table. Now we hope our international players come back healthy, and we try and get people who are injured back as fit as we can, and we relax and we regroup and we try and mentally switch off for a short while, and then we come back and we get ready to give Livingston a very, very tough 90 minutes. And that's my final question. Against St Johnstone early in the season, you had results go your way earlier that day. It's happened again today and over the weekend. Was that mentioned at all in the build-up? Yeah, of course it was, but sometimes that goes against you. Sometimes people win
and add pressure to your performance, but we've handled that well in the past. The pleasing thing for me today is we eventually got the performance out of the lads what we were after, and you know we were given an opportunity elsewhere today to try and strike, and we've struck.
There you go, guys. Thoughts on that, Denver?
Sums it up for me. You know, the fact that he said they were going to keep at them in the second half. That sums it up for me. That was my concern. It was going to finish 3-1, but we did well. Good professional performance.
Aye, Bridgman.
Well, what can you say about the man? He comes across so well, doesn't he? And everything he wanted has happened for him today. And I heard him saying it, and I'm sure somebody else said that there was a bonus for his visit today. Over in Livingston, is this correct?
Well,
forgive me for laughing now, True Blue. Forgive me for laughing.
It was a 0-0.
Right. So where does that leave us in the league?
Where are we, boys? Are we 4th or 5th or something? I don't know. But we've got a game in hand. But they're sitting top on goal difference at the minute. I know that. So, I've no looked, mate. I've no checked.
True, do you want me to tell him?
Aye, go ahead.
Right, we've got the Hearts and the Scum on the top at 26 points, and that puts us second on 24 points, 2 points behind them. Obviously, a game in hand still over Hearts, and I think there's a 3-goal difference between the Scum and ourselves in their favour.
Yeah, we must admit they have scored a lot of goals lately. Like they must have scored a lot of goals today, then, eh?
But I think
happy.
I think the other thing is, guys, we've got to realise just 3 days ago we were in Russia playing a game there. I know he made a couple of changes today, but nothing startling. And we've come back. You know, normally there's a wee bit of a hangover for Russia, Denver, or away European games. But that certainly wasn't apparent today, mate.
No, he made the right changes, you know, because, taking Flanagan is a nightmare on Thursday. Andy Halliday solid at the back again, you know, and good stuff. It's good to have a big squad, you know, that you can bring players in.
So, can I ask a question of you guys? You know the penalty that we got, and the boy gets sent off. You couldn't see right in this crazy pub, but was it a definite penalty? Handball?
Aye.
Okay. Definitely. So it was handball in the box, and he gets sent off for he gets second yellow card for that. Yeah, because that's good. That's good. Aye. So there's not going to be any whinging about Rangers getting something that they didn't deserve. Or, the guy never touched it.
Their manager gets sent up the stand as a result. So
that's good.
I dare say he's got a whinge, but there you go. But listen, guys, we've reached that time of night. I don't know if we're back tomorrow night. I thought, I've heard talk an international break shutdown. But Denver, thanks very much for calling in tonight. My old pal Blue Shadow. According to Old School Blue, we are back tomorrow at 9 o'clock, I've heard. So I don't know when that decision was made, or I can't fill you in about it. So there you go. But Bridgeman, you want to close us down?
Oh, yes. Oh, please. Can I just say, to all the Rangers fans all over the world, and I'm all over the world now myself, so to all the Rangers fans all over the world, particularly Rangers fans on our forum on Rangers Radio, every single one is so proud, so proud. Keep it going for the Rangers, because the Rangers really need us. Keep it going.
On that point, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back tomorrow night, 9 o'clock. Thanks everybody on YouTube for listening. Everybody on Twitter, whatever you call it. All the beers in the lobby. We're all happy beers tonight, so well done. And this has been Rangers Radio. Good night, everybody.
With